Hello. We are starting our Greek mythology research unit. To begin with, we're just going to do some background research on Greek mythology. So you will be getting two different assignments that you'll use together at the same time. The first one is this slide, and it is a very large slide. And you will work on this between Friday, April the 1st through Tuesday the 5th. So don't think it's all something you're going to do in one class period. You'll work on it Friday and then Monday and Tuesday. And for those days, you will go through and look at it. So you're going to watch the videos on slide 2. So we have 2 different videos. And then you're going to read through all of the information on all of the following slides, 2 through 69. It sounds like a lot, but it will move fast. It's divided up into different sections. So we have introduction and the importance of mythology on slides 4 through 12. So if you kind of go through, and then it switches. On slide 13, it goes to the creation and origin of the gods, which is another part of the story. And then we have, 13 through 19. And then home of the gods in ancient Greeks is 20 through 28. So we have home of the gods. And it talks about Mount Olympics, the Greeks. How did the ancient Greeks influence the modern world? The Olympics, the democracy, the philosophy, and the trial by jury. And it explains each of those. And then on slide 29, we have the Greek gods and goddesses. And it goes through from 29 all the way through it. So it looks like it goes through like 51. Now, first of all, it's just going over each of the individual Olympians, the 12 Olympians. All the Olympians were the ones that ruled over after the overthrow of the Titans. So all the Olympians were related in some way. They were named after their dwelling place, which was Mount Olympus. And the Olympian gods would be Zeus, Poseidon, Hades, Hestia, Hera, Ares, Athena, Apollo, Aphrodite, Hermes, Artemis, and Hephaestus. So here are the 12 gods and goddesses. You're going to watch this video, and then you're going to look at each slide. It's set up basically the same way. It has the name that we are using it by, so Zeus. And then it talks about it. So we have the Greek name, which is Zeus. The Roman name is Jupiter. And just as a point of interest, Jupiter, the planet, was named after the Roman name of Zeus, not the other way around, because the gods and goddesses have been around a lot longer than we have named our planets. So Zeus is god of, well, he's king of the gods and he's king of the sky. So that's what he rules over. And his symbol is the lightning bolt. So each one of these is laid out that way. Poseidon, his Roman name is Neptune. He's the god of the sea and earthquakes, and his symbol is the trident. So each of those go together. So as you are reading through these, you'll see that it's divided. The next section would be, so we're looking at our heroes, the different heroes, and all of what makes up a hero for the Greek mythology, and most common heroes in Greek mythology. It talks about them like Perseus, Theseus, Achilles, Jason, Hercules, and Atalanta. And then we have the monsters and creatures. And here's a video that goes along with that. So a lot of the Greek myths were very sinister. They had a lot of monsters, and that's the reason they needed heroes to save all the people from these monsters. So Echidna is the mother of all monsters. She's half woman, half snake, and she lived alone in a cave. And then we have the famous monster Medusa, and she's one of the sisters called the Gorgons, and she turned people to stone. And her hair is made of snakes. And then you can just go on and read about each of these monsters, and you've probably heard of most of them. And so you've looked through this, and then what you have is you have an attached document, Google Doc. This is what you'll actually type in, and it is called Greek Mythology Research. This is due April the 5th, which is so you'll work on it through April the 5th, and then you'll take a quiz once you finish. So you'll answer the questions. You'll use all those slides we just went through to answer the questions like, what is mythology? You'll go through here, and it's pretty much in order. So we go into what is mythology? Mythology is a word used to describe all myths of a particular society. So, and then what is a myth? You'll go through. And every culture has its own myths that help us understand its customs and ways of viewing the world. So you're just basically going to find these, and I think for some of these you can copy and paste. For some of them you can just write it down. So that was way too big. So you want to bring that down to a lot smaller and to make it fit. And put it in a different font color, please. So if you would please go in and change your font color to something fun, like a bright blue, or maybe a really nice custom green would be nice. But just go through and answer each of these and make it look nice, because this is something you'll use to study for a quiz. So you need to know this information. And you're just going to work this through. Next, what is a myth? And then you'll just do the same thing. And notice as you work through this, you will start to see, you're going to fill in the Greek name, Zeus, and the Roman name, and he's the god and goddess of, and the symbol. Draw or insert a picture of the symbol below. And you'll just start filling it in. So go back to Zeus. Zeus's Roman name, if we go all the way here. After you've answered all of that, you're moving to this part. Zeus's Roman name is Jupiter. His god or goddess of. So you'll just type it in, the symbol, and then is the lightning bolt. So you can just type it in as you go. So that will all work. And you'll just keep filling it in, keep going through, filling it in, insert your pictures, and go all the way through to meter. Answer these questions. Name some monsters, describe the monster, give their special powers. And when you're finished with it all, you'll have a quiz over this information, so study it and then turn it into Canvas when completed. And that is this assignment in a nutshell. Enjoy!